Good morning, everybody, on this cool, crisp fall morning. Three songs. I just figured I'd play some things that I've always kind of liked, except for one. Not that I don't like it, but, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. Little Feat. The song is High Roller from the album Time Loves a Hero. Great album, Little Feat, great band, from 1977. And then Wishbone Ash from 1970. The song is Blind Eye, the album Wishbone Ash. And Led Zeppelin last. Do you know, which I found unusual, that I haven't played a Led Zeppelin song at all on my channel here, and I've been doing this for 4 years. 4, count them. So I figured, well, it's high time. I think because early on everybody was getting blocked. Led Zeppelin, forget it. There was a few particular bands that if you played them, there was no way it was going to make it. So I just said, okay, well, if they're not going to let you do Led Zeppelin, everybody's heard Led Zeppelin, so I tried to find different things. But time is changing, and the times they are changing. So Led Zeppelin it is. The song is South Bound Saurez from the album In Through the Outdoor. Not many playthings from that album. I never really paid much attention to that album. I know the songs off it, but I just never really paid much attention to it. It was like, one of those, one of those things. But first and foremost, Little Feat. Awesome album. Great band. Just some fantastic playing. Wow, chicka chicka wow.
High roller and a low ball jack stuck outside, trying to truck it on back. Maroon on a lake, Badwater town, watching the marks let 'em run it down.
I'm gonna yank that out of there. Yet.
Now Jack's high, is a sight to see. Is a queen of hearts and I'm fancy free.
That guitar back there. Wow.
I'm just a fool in a paradise.
Did I say that this was from 1977? For me.
I said, lady, oh lady, with a wild card in my hand. I can't win for losing in this no man's land. I've been dealing on the bottom of the day. Blind alleys and dead ends is a lousy shipwreck.
Yeah, there was a time in the 80s. I was obsessing on this album. Why, oh why am I so loud? Why, oh why am I so loud, Johnny? Probably because I got my microphone turned up way too loud. Boom, boom. Little Feat, very cool. That album, that whole album is really good. And just other albums, well, Little Feat, they're just fantastic. Fantastic live band, the whole thing. If you're not real familiar with Little Feat, check them out. Let me adjust my light just a little bit, if you don't mind. I think it might. I think I might have not ought to done that, but there it is. Done and done. Too late. It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Wishbone Ash, another band that they don't get much. I mean, they're a well-known band. It's not as if they're some obscure band that there's like who. They just don't get much attention from people for whatever reason. They are a guitar-heavy band. You know, you've got 2 lead guitars usually. Well, you know, your rhythm lead kind of going on, but you do get this kind of lead battle thing going on between them. Totally awesome band. Did I ever see them live? I don't think I ever did. Unfortunately, no. Back in their heyday? No, never did. And what did I say this song was? I already said this. I don't know why I just don't wait until I get ready to play this song. I always forget. Blind Eye from the album Wishbone Ash. Palin is Flying V, whatever it's called. Wing or V? From 1970, did I say that? Probably. You can hear the guitars just before they kick back in again, crunching a little bit. I don't know what else to call it. Just like they're squeezing on the strings. Just this. Hear it? Yeah, I hear it. You turn a blind eye to everything I ever did. And that's another thing. What I was talking the other day, if you watch the video I have, and there's ZZ Top on there, and there's a thing that ZZ Top does, and I was saying it's just like they hesitate this fraction of a second before they come back in. It's another kind of a thing. They're silent for just a second, and then boom, they come back in. This with Wishbone Ash is kind of the same thing. You expect them kind of rhythmically to come back in, but they don't. They kind of hesitate a little bit. Anyway, that's what I hear. Now, I could be full of it, but, though that's never happened before. I've never been full of it before. I've always been on top of the situation. Led Zeppelin, last but certainly not least. The Saurez something, what did I say? In the album Into the Outdoor, the song South Bound Saurez. I don't think, well, it's kind of obvious. This is not as popular an album as the rest of them. I'm sure some people love it. I'm not saying across the board. And that other one with the one with the monolith at the breakfast table, or whatever's going on there. I can't think of the name of it, but that one. That cover, for some reason, always makes me think of Alice Cooper. There must be something to do with Alice Cooper, or a cover, or a picture from somewhere that just triggers that every time I see that cover. Who knows? It makes me feel the I've been watching a reaction video guy. He's like 19, and he's been listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin. I've been watching. He's a trip. You can see him. He's just so into it. So he's like, it's all just so new to him. Silas Bailey, his name is. Go check him out. He's just fun to watch. You know, I feel it. I sit here and I laugh and I grin watching him. Oh, yeah, the first one I watched. I know I'm interrupting, but you've heard this before. It was Black Sabbath doing War Pigs Live. And just watching him, he was just sitting there like grunting and then like, but in a good way, you know, he's like, I wish I was born in the 70s. I'm gonna grow my hair long. Everybody. what's his name? Who was that guy? The rock and roll dude? Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis? Yeah, right, Jerry Lee Lewis. Okay. I think I got that right. Probably not. But so there it is, folks. Led Zeppelin that I talked over way too much. But anyway, go check that guy out. Silas Bailey, his name is, and he's just fun to watch. There's a ton of them that I watched, but I just found him yesterday. And just that whole 19-year-old hearing this stuff for the first time. And he's just like, awesome. Yeah. But, he's a good reactor just because you can tell he's just like... Because I can kind of half remember sort of the feeling. That's why us older people enjoy watching the younger people do, because we get that whole been there, done that kind of a thing. When first time you've ever heard like Led Zeppelin and stuff or whatever at the time, that's what we were introduced to. The things that I heard first. I'm thinking of the summer of '69, particularly '68 or '69. It was Zeppelin. It was the Doors. The White Album from the Beatles. That was all new. And I'm hearing this stuff for the first time. I was like, ugh, and saw Hendrix play at Monterey Pop. It was the movie I watched. Never seen it before, really. I mean, I think I knew that there was a guy called Jimi Hendrix, but a bunch of us went and saw this movie, and it was one of these life-changing things. It really was. Watching him up on stage doing that stuff, holy crap. It was amazing. So watching this kid is like revisiting that whole time again, more or less, But go check him out. Anyway, okay, I'll stop talking now. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and come again and, share.